Hi guys, welcome back. So today we are doing some lilac and white nails with a bit of ombre, some encapsulated glitter, and then to cap that off we are doing some 3D nail art. So I am starting on the pinky with white and I am feathering that up. This is going to be the ombre nail. So I've applied that and then just feather that up so that you've got a nice fade going up to your natural nail bed. And then on this one I'm going in with Sweet Dreams and I'm going to do a full nail of this cover. So this one I'm just going to get that cuticle nice and neat and then just drag that down. So if it's a bit see-through, just go in with a smaller bead and cover that up. And I'm going to do exactly the same on this one. But this is a gorgeous colour, it's got like a shimmer in there, so yeah, I'd say this is probably one of my favourite colours. I love this. So again, just pull that down and then I'm just going to go in with another bead and make sure that that free edge part is all fully covered. And then on this one I'm going to go in with white near the cuticle, get that nice and neat and then pull that up. So this one is going to be the glitter fade. So I don't have to go right to the tip of this one because obviously I'm going in with that glitter, and that one is, what's this one now? This is Lilac Mist. So I've just picked a bead of Clear Up and some of the glitter and I'm just nudging that round. Just use your brush then just to pick up more glitter while it's still wet and just pat that in to that wet acrylic. If it dries out and you need to, you can pick up a small bead of clear and do that, but I'm just feathering it up with the smaller particles up nearer to that cuticle. I'm not going mad with that up on the fade, I'm just staying barely anything past that natural free edge. And then the bottom part is obviously fully covered. And then on the pinky, I'm going to go in now with the Sweet Dreams and I'm going to do the ombre. So I'm going to apply that near the cuticle. And because this is so pigmented, I only need a tiny little bead and then just drag that down over that white. And it does a lovely blend, does these two colours together. So I've just got a bit of glitter there and I've just wiped a bit of that colour, and because I want it to be a bit more of a bright white, I'm just going to go back in with a small bead of white and blend that backwards. And that leaves a really nice blend of them two colours, as you can see. So that is the base. So capping. So I've picked up the bead and I'm applying that as close to that cuticle as I can without touching it, and then I'm just going to push both sides just so that that's nicely in the middle, and then tip that finger down, and while that's starting to work its way down that nail, I'm just going to tidy that cuticle off. And then once from there I can start helping that down that nail. So I'm just lightly patting and pulling that. Not being too forceful yet because it is still pretty, not wet, but it's easy to move at this stage. So once I get it to the bottom, then when I go back in, it's sort of setting up a bit better. So when I go back in, I can refine the shape. I will pat and press a little bit harder. So I've got that to that bottom. Check where it needs working on, and then I will go back in and I will start refining that shape. So make sure your cuticle's done. And then push all them sides in towards that middle. Make sure you've got a nice shape. So just work your way down to that tip. And that is that. So I have filed these. So we're going to crack on with the 3D roses. So for this one, I am just going to top coat this nail first, just so that when I have to top coat them all again, I can just work round where it's already been glossed then. So when that's come out, I'm just going to buff where I want that 3D rose to go so that it's got a non-slippery surface. You want it to be able to grip on to something when you're doing acrylic or your gel 3D work, and give that a wipe off any dust. And we're going to go in and do this rose. So I'm using white, so I'm going to put a little bead in there, and then I'm going to make it into like a moon shape or a banana shape, whatever shape you want to call that. So you can make it as long as you want or as big as you want, just pick bigger beads up. And then I'm just going to gently start pressing that out. So for the first ones, I'm going to do it flat to the nail, and then as I work into the centre, I'm going to leave more of a ledge on the outer side of these petals. So that's the first one. And then I'll pick up another bead and place it on the opposite side. Again, get it into that half moon shape. So you don't want these beads to be too wet. These need to be a bit more solid and a bit more drier. So again, once I've got it where I want it, I'm going to pat that out. And I'm going to do exactly the same all the way down to the cuticle area. So this one now, I will leave more of an edge, so I will tilt the brush up. The point will be where in the centre of this half moon shape, and then the back end of the brush will be raised up a little bit, just so that you can see the definition as you're going through these petals, and it's a bit more raised. Not by much, but every time I do a petal it is a little bit more raised, like I said. So there's only a couple more petals to do, I think. So this one, I'm going to put an hole in the centre, I think. Or am I not? No, I'm getting carried away with myself. So this is the last one that looks like a banana. So I'm going to pat that out. So again, not as hard this time. And then the next bead that I do, I am going to do a centre roll in this one. So I'll apply that on. I think that dropped off. Okay, so I'm going to put that in. And then I'm going to put an hole in the centre. And then I'm going to press outwards all the way around this one so that it's raised but still flat, if that makes sense. Okay, and then the last bead is just going to be a tiny little bead with a little hole in the centre. So don't mess with that, and then just a tiny little hole, and then that one is done. So if you're not happy with anything that you've done on your nail, like I didn't like that little spot there, so I'm going to apply a tiny little amount there. Have a look at that and see if there's anywhere else that I'm not keen on. And I think that second petal I did, I think that little bit there just needs something else. So I'm just going to put that in and then just do exactly the same and pat that out. So I'm happy with that one now. And then on this one, I won't going to do all that. This is why this has not been top coated. But I'm just going to do a couple of tiny little roses, and these are so easy because it's not as big as that last one. So I'm going to do it a lot smaller, and I'm going to do, I think is it 1 or 2 leaves on this one? There's not many leaves on this one or petals, so I'm going to flatten that one out. And then I'm going to put the next bead in. And this one I'm going to go straight into the hole and then flatten all the way around that. So on the outer side where there is no petal, you could press that out a little bit more so that it comes out, so that it looks like there's another petal there, or it's in a different direction. So that's what I'm doing. I'm barely pressing the centre part in. And then again, I'm just going to put the tiniest little bead in the centre now. And then use the point of your brush just to put a little hole. And that is so cute, look. So easy, but so cute. And I'm going to do another one. So I will shut up and let you watch while I do this one. Okay, so we're going to top coat these, and we are going to add some bling onto these as well. So I'm just going to quickly top coat this. So I am going to do the bottom of this because the top should be fine, but I just wanted to make sure if there's any little bits of stray acrylic down there, it is all glossed. So before I add these into the lamp, I am going to add the bling because nobody's wearing these, so they don't have to be too secure. But if you're doing this on a client, I would do the crystals in something a bit stronger, unless they're really tiny crystals, but maybe a crystal gem glue. So on this one, I'm just taking this brush because I want to get in between those roses, even though you can't see because my hand's making it go blurry with being so close to that camera. So I'm just going to quickly add some bling onto this one and a few around them roses. And then just a couple on this one as well. And once I have done that, I will put this into the lamp to cure that, and that will be this set done, guys. But I really enjoyed doing these 3D roses today, and I love this colour and I love that glitter. So yeah, I was really happy with these ones today. But yep, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't already subscribed, and I will see you in my next one, guys. Bye.